and welcome to X11 Garage. And today is emergency maintenance on the X11. Unfortunately, I went out a couple of weeks ago and snapped the chain. I was out with a few friends. The criticism is that doing burnouts and wheelies when you're 28 stone is not good for your chain. And as one of my mates found out, the chain was well oiled and adjusted. It had just worn out. Unfortunately, because of COVID, I blame COVID for this. I've been out every opportunity I can, got the bike out any sunny day or day off, or even cloudy day. We've been out riding because it's been almost a year. For the same reason, as you can see, the Blackbird is still on the bench. It doesn't need much to get it finished, just time. And if the weather turns bad like it's looking, then it may get the time, because I spend more time in the garage. So first off, we've got to put a new chain on and check the chain, the sprockets, to see if they need replacing. I've ordered new ones just in case. With the X11 being a heavy bike, it's been very awkward finding a paddock stand to get the back wheel up. Plus, single-sided paddock stands go in from the sprocket side, so you've got to take it off to take the sprocket off. So with that in mind, I've had a friend of mine remake the centre stand. So today we're going to try and fit the centre stand again. It's been extended, and see if that'll pick up the back end enough to change the chain and sprockets without using a paddock stand. In the last paddock stand I had, the bike was so heavy it bent. And no, not as a few of my friends would say, I was sitting on the bike. I didn't sit on the bike, it was just the weight of the bike. So yes, and before you all start commenting, she is stinking. Same reason that I haven't finished the Blackbird time. I'm riding it all the time. Well, I wasn't until the chain snapped. Or I'm working, so I haven't had a chance to clean her. She needs a good clean, whole thing. We will get around to it soon. Or if it rains, it might clean itself. My mate Mark, who was an awesome engineer, extended the centre stand 3 inches, because when I fitted the single-sided swing arm, it's a lot thicker, and that lifted the bike up 3 inches or 2.5 inches. So when you put the centre stand on, it actually swings in the air. So hopefully with the extensions on now, it'll work like a proper centre stand and lift the bike off the ground. Let's have a look and see if we can get it to work. Oh yes, I need a bigger garage. Red thread, shorter bolt. Right thread, shorter bolt. Well, it's on. It's supposed to come with top hat washers to take up the play, but this has been off for over 20 years, so I've got a clue where they've gone. And I've put some ordinary washers in there to make up the space. It seems to be working. It's not floppy, so we'll give it a go and see what happens. Well, she went up on the centre stand. I think it's a fraction too high, probably half an inch. It's got a lot of ground clearance and it's quite hard to lift up, but it seems quite stable, solid. It's going to be a lot easier to change the sprockets now she's up in the air. Also, I bought one of these. It's to hold the front brake on. You just put it over the lever, hook it onto the grip, and it'll stop the front wheel turning, and that will help stop it moving just in case it rolls off the centre stand. So now we can do the chain of sprockets, I hope. My X11 has had a few changes over the years, one of them being hydraulic clutch. I converted that about 15-16 years ago when I wanted to fit higher handlebars. So the only way to do it easily was to fit hydraulic system off a Blackbird so that I could put the handlebars as high as I like and fit a braided pipe. Makes life much easier if you want to change anything to do with the handlebar height. Look at that. Plenty of cobble slip. Remember, you don't lose the spacer, otherwise it'll catch on your casing. And one thing you must do when you get this off, clean all the crap off it. Because if it goes into the new chain, you'll just wreck it. All old grease. As you can see, the sprocket's not that bad. The teeth haven't worn to a point. They're still quite thick and squared off. But I think as it's all dirty and crummy, I'll change it anyway. If the new sprocket fits tidy, because I did have a couple of sprockets that didn't fit very well and wore the shaft. It's one thing you've got to be careful of. Make sure that when you put the sprocket on, it's a nice tight fit, not rattling back and forth. That was an expensive mistake. I had to strip the engine and change the output shaft. As you can see, it's been well greased over the years. I haven't skimped on the oil or the spray. It's been in there. Loads. So I put an RK chain and sprocket kit, but it comes with a standard sprocket. So I bought the Honda cup. Look what I just found inside the casing. It's the snap link from the chain. Yeah. I think it was just inside the plate. They call these side plates. But I just fell out the side casing. So, yeah. Memory? Memento, as they say. So on the RK sprocket kit, it comes with a normal sprocket, flat sides. So with a Honda kit, it comes with a cushion on either side, which takes up the chain slap noise. So I ordered another sprocket. It's not genuine Honda, but it has got the rubber on the sides for the chain slap. It is the same size. Yep. It is the same thickness. Yeah. And as I said before, this sprocket isn't that badly worn. As you can see, it's got quite thick teeth compared to the new sprocket. Whereas if it had been worn, it would have been pointy. So that sprocket isn't too bad. You can see the slight chamfer where it's starting to wear off. But it wasn't due to wear on the sprockets of the chain snapped. It was due to abuse. Unfortunately, heavy people abuse their bikes. Simply because we're heavy and we like to do wheelies. Well, I do anyway. And burnouts. And if you watch any other show where they do wheelies and burnouts, you'll see that it does cost a lot of wear to your vehicle. So it's not cheap to be an idiot. And does it fit? Yes, it does. Let's have a little bit of play in it. No, like that. No, that's not going on. That's what buggered it up last time.